I was talking with a friend about the current situation of the American entertainment industry. And this is due to the fact that the American entertainment industry used to be a juggernaut, which was renowned around the world. Like so many IPs come from Disney alone. So many IPs come from Marvel and DC. And you can go into pretty much any village on any continent and talk about Superman that people would recognize and know who you're talking about. And now we live in an age where the American entertainment industry doesn't really create new characters. They don't really innovate. They don't make new IPs. What they do is like they will take a random drawing like this and they will say, okay, this is Shaggy. Oh, well, hold on. Like, I know what Shaggy looks like. This is not Shaggy. No, it is Shaggy. And the only possible reason that you would complain is because I know for sure that you are a racist piece of shit. Because otherwise you would love this show. Otherwise you'd be salivating over this show. Otherwise, like, this show would be popular, right? But if you don't like it, it's for no other reason other than the fact that you're a racist piece of shit. And this is what America does constantly, all the time, every single time. A new character. It's a just random drawing. It's also interesting when you look at it that the current Shaggy is less detailed and takes less skill to do than the original one from decades ago. Like with the technology that people used to have in the past, they were capable of making a more detailed version of the character. But again, I guess it doesn't matter. Like, IP doesn't matter, story doesn't matter, lore doesn't matter. Just take like any random drawing, call it whatever you like, and if people complain, random racism, and that's the American way. Now, what I've noticed in a recent trend, they took the goddess Hestia from the Greek mythology, and they made her like this. I don't particularly like this design. I don't know why the left got upset about Mr. Popo, but this Hestia gets a pass. I mean, it does look like Aunt Jemima, which they cancelled for some reason. But yeah, like it's now a black lady with vitiligo. Like they say it's soot. No, it's not soot. It's like zoom in. It is like she does have the skin condition of vitiligo. Which, you know, if you like it, that's up to you. But like some people decided to be cheeky little shits online and decided to quote unquote fix the drawing. So now she looks like this. She looks like a Skullgirl character, right? Like they did a little bit of anime on it. Gave her an anime face. Gave her big titties, and as you can imagine, the left was shocked. Like shocked, livid. Like they were like, what do you mean you fixed it? Oh, that is disrespectful. Look what they did. Disrespectful. So disrespectful. Very disrespectful to the artist. Disrespectful. The barbarians. Look at what the Chads have done. Oh, so disrespectful. Like literally, that's Twitter. That's Twitter, right? Where was this energy when the left was quote unquote fixing drawings, huh? Because I remember like there was this big trend back then, and they would go like through all the anime that was popular, all the anime that had tens of millions of viewers, and they would be like, oh, we're going to fix the drawings. My favorite one was Uzaki-chan that they fixed, right? So like Uzaki-chan is an anime that's a comedy anime. Like it doesn't have any sex scenes in it. It doesn't have like it's something that you would allow your teenager to watch. It's something that I would watch with my wife. Like it's not, you know, like the worst thing that can happen is hand holding. And the character is also of age, like she's at a university, she behaves like an adult, but whatever. The left didn't like it. And you can have it here. It's like, why don't they like it? Because at the time they weren't saying, oh, she is but a child. They would say, stop sexualizing women. And this is what it's all about. Literally, this is what it's all about. You need to remember, the issue is not the issue. They do not care about anything else besides the fact that many of these individuals do not have testosterone. For whatever reason. They just don't. Which is fine. You know, like, go watch your stuff. Like, you know, go watch Doctor Who. I understand Doctor Who is queer, so maybe that's a great show for you. You know, go watch your things. But no, that's not enough. No, they don't like it, so you're not allowed to watch it, right? Like, for some reason, even though there is no damage to society that is proven, because people like to watch anime, they will say you're not allowed. Like, you shouldn't watch it. Until they change it, of course. And how do they change it? And I'm looking at it, and it's like such a digital burqa, isn't it? Like, the new design is so bizarre. So No breasts whatsoever. And this is like something you notice as a theme with all these leftists. They genuinely think that these size breasts do not exist, with the only exception if the woman is morbidly obese. Right? So like if it's a morbidly obese woman or if she's a grandma, then they're fine with breasts. But other than that, no. No, under no circumstance, right? Like everyone in fiction needs to have titty cancer, so no breasts. Manly arms. Like look at it. Manly arms. It's so bizarre, right? Like the arms are disproportionate. Big hairy legs as well, like hair everywhere. And the facial features, and of course, you gotta do the palette swap. I mean, you can't be a leftist. They don't allow you. Like, they do not allow you to enter the Democrat Party if you don't race swap at least one character. It's kind of like, when you go into gangs, it's blood in, blood out. Like, if you want to be a leftist, you gotta race swap at least one character. At least one. And always one way, never the other, right? Like, if you race swap a black character into a white redhead, then you get excommunicado from within the ideology. But what I noticed is like it's really like a digital burqa, right? Like literally everything that can somehow maybe be perceived as alluring has to be made the opposite way. It's dialed to 11, isn't it? Right? So like, what do men like? Well, men like women with no hair. Okay, add a lot of hair on her. Well, men don't like broad shoulders. Okay, massive shoulders. Men like women with massive hands. Make her Bigfoot. And the message is here, right? Like they also put it in the message, like stop sexualizing women. It's like, and the way to do it is for every single female character to look like this. Sexualizing men is fine. Like we saw it in Baldur's Gate. We see it even in Hades. Like the journalists from Hades are saying, oh yeah, Hades is really queer, amazing, really great because it's got all these masculine characters with naked chests. And by the way, like I'm fine with that. Like I don't mind. It's like if that's what you're into, that's perfect. But they don't like it when people and it's not just, you would say, oh, well, it's anime. They don't like it because the drawings make them uncomfortable. They didn't like the Grand Prix girls. The fuck did they have against the Grand Prix girls? They didn't like the boof babes at E3. Like consensual adults that went there and they made a contract with the company so that they can say, yeah, I'm willing to sit on the racetrack and do your advertisement if you pay me. No, they're not allowed. Meanwhile, they're fine with OnlyFans girls. Like the ridiculous nature of it. I saw people going like, stop sexualizing women. And then when you look at their likes, which are public, by the way, they were liking OnlyFans girls. So what is the difference between a boof babe and an OnlyFans girl? Because one works at a company with an official contract and the other one, I guess, like just gives a percentage of her income to OnlyFans. Like, how does it work? These people are beyond ridiculous. And I do notice that more and more people are calling them out because they can't really defend their intellectual positions because they're not intellectual. But always remember, like, the main purpose is that they just do not want you to look at attractive female characters. And it's not just about drawings. It's about everything. I was literally thinking, like, when is the last time I saw a smoking hot actress in a TV show? And the last one that I could think of was the Orville, and after the Orville, D100. And that's it. Like, I'm sure there may have been others, but, like, to see, and I don't mean like a beautiful woman. No. I mean like a star, like someone that is so beautiful that you're thinking, okay, out of the population of 350 million, they found this girl, which is absolutely drop dead gorgeous, and they decided to star her in the Orville. I don't see that anymore. Now, Bollywood still does it. China does it. Japan does it. South Korea does it. America doesn't. So my conclusion of this is that while China, Bollywood, and Japan, they constantly try to reach for that 10, America tries to redefine what a 1 is.